just feels tight. Just feels tight. Just feels tight.
All night, we ain't here to hurt nobody. So give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Wanna see you work your body. So give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
Boys in the party, everybody put up their hands. I get a half a mil for my feet, you get a couple grand. Never gon' see the day that I ain't got the upper hand. I'm respected from California, I ain't way down to Japan. I'm a real producer and you just a piano man. Your songs don't top the charts, I heard them, I'm not a fan. Niggas talking crazy, I'm the one that gave them their chance. Somebody need to tell them that they can't do it like that.
You've probably heard this many times before. You have the potential to do anything you want and to become whoever you decide to become. You are capable of fulfilling all of your dreams and desires, every single one of them. You're the only one who can stop yourself from succeeding in life. Now that you have been told it is possible you can achieve whatever you want in life, do you believe it? Do you believe that it's possible for you to create your own dream life? Not the life that you were given when you were born, but your own dream life. What's stopping you from achieving it? What's stopping you from turning your dreams into reality? A recent study reported that over 50% of Americans hate their job. Over 50% hate what they do for the majority of their time on planet Earth. They wake up in the morning knowing that they have to go to a job that they hate. This is not only happening in America, it's happening all around the world. I think, deep down, all of these people know they are capable of living a better life, capable of earning better money and doing things they enjoy if they are willing to work for it. But what stopped these people from living their dream life?
Welcome. The vault is open. It's official. We're here, guys. This is Scrooge's Gold Vault. We're going to do a daily show every single day, talking about different plays that you guys can run on the stock market. My name is Scrooge Max Bucks. I'm a trader, and I have found some successful processes that work really well for me. And I decided to go ahead and live stream and give them all to you guys for free because that's just the kind of guy that I am. So without further ado, here is the show. All right, guys, so the first thing I want to run down are the plays from yesterday, okay? We got beat up, all right? Well, I mean, I think it really comes down to the first point that I want to make with you guys here today, and that's going to be management of your positions. Um, had I been able to watch hymns uh, and see that it was going to the wrong side, I might have thought, hey, I need to get out of this. But I did want to show you guys something. This was not the case with hymns the whole time. When we woke up today, we were actually positive 30% for hymns, and here I'm looking for it right now. I was not able to get a screenshot right at the beginning of the day, but here's our pre-market on hymns. All right, we were up 16%. So when the opening bell came, uh, I actually seen 30%. And I thought to myself, okay, well, remember we said that's our take profit amount. That's what we're looking for. So I was happy to report to you guys that we had a winner chicken dinner situation where, we were going to, be really good. But unfortunately, what happened is by the time the market opened, the spread was so wide. The thing that we harp on every single day, the spread of these options, the spread was so wide that if I wanted to close it, I would have only made like 10%. And I thought that wasn't fair. I thought to myself, hey, it's a 30% gainer. I want at least 25%. I don't want to lose everything that we gained. And by just waiting for that first little bit of opening bell, all of those gains were taken back from us. Okay. So what's happening with me, guys, is that I'm not able to manage these throughout the day because I'm so focused on futures trading right now. The futures trading is taking 100% of my attention. So I did see this at the opening bell. I was able to make a screenshot real quick before the bell, as you guys seen. But as the play continued through the day, once I determined that I wasn't going to be able to get away from that, basically the opening range breakout strategy is what I like to use for option plays, right? If you're in an option play and let's say you're in it long term, well, you can still get in and out of that and maybe play it a little smarter using the orb strategy. So, and I'll go over that here in a minute with you guys when it comes to MBLY, okay? And why, I feel like I really missed the mark on that one. So anyway, with the opening range breakout, you would have seen that HIMS is definitely not coming back your way anytime soon. And rather than holding it throughout the rest of the day and letting that time decay also add some losses on top of that, you could go ahead and just close. And then if you still felt really good about the position, you could just reopen it at the end of the day for another swing into the next day, right? Just to see, okay, well, now is it going to turn around? So that would be up to you depending on how much you like the position. But closing a option that you're in and then opening it later that day, I feel is very, very important to option management, unless you have it, months and months and months on your expiration and you don't even want to look at it, or weeks and weeks and weeks, and you're thinking, hey, I'm protected, don't worry about it. But what could happen if you say to yourself, okay, well, I'm protected, I'm not going to worry about it, I trust this stock? Well, look at what MBLY did today, okay? And I'll show you guys. This was my day. And this is why I'm a little bit upset today. I'm kind of having a bad day. You guys might be able to tell my energy is a little low today because of this. This is my entire account. This was, I mean, it's a small account, but I am all in on MBLY. Now, do I think it's still going to turn around and make me some money? Yeah. Do I still think it's going to turn around and at least get my money back? Absolutely. Well, not absolutely, but yeah, I still feel that way, right? But that being said, proper management of your position can change everything, right? So rather than being down 50%, as soon as I seen the opening range and as soon as I seen that it was going to continue to break that opening range, I could have just said, you know what, let me close this position. And maybe I was only down 15% for the day or 20% for the day. Now, at the end of the day, after it just bled and bled and bled for the rest of the day, we get towards the end of the day, I think to myself, 2-for-1 sale. What does negative 50% tell you? 2-for-1 sale. I could have bought twice as many for the same price that I would have closed it at the beginning of the day. So, or I would have been out. So, something for you guys to think about as far as how to actually manage the options. We go over shorts, we go over swings, we go over straddles, but none of that stuff matters. None of that preliminary information matters if you guys don't know how to manage the option on the backside, right? So using the opening range breakout, give yourself a line at the top of a 15-minute candle. Give yourself a line at the bottom of that candle. And then once it breaks that, and then confirms, this candle confirms that candle, we're broken out, go ahead and think to yourself, do I want to close my position and re-enter it later, or do I want to just go ahead and get out of this and forget about it? It's a good chance for you guys to not sit in a position that is going the wrong direction and just keep hoping it's going to come back. It's going to come back. This opening range breakout can actually work as a retest, which you guys see happen pretty good here. We didn't make it all the way to that line, but normally a retest situation, yeah, it would touch that line and then it would just continue to bleed. And that's where a lot of people like to trade. They like to trade the retest part of that. So that just gives you guys a little bit of a leg up when it comes to managing your options. Okay, so we went over the my short squeeze play that is doing terribly. We went over the swing trade that was a winner when I woke up, but we couldn't close it because of option volume, and we ended up being a loser. As a matter of fact, is it a loser? It's not quite a loser because I like to say negative 30%. There's a chance we could turn it around tomorrow. But yeah, as of right now, it doesn't look good. Certainly doesn't look as good as the positive. I think it was right around the same. It was like 27, 28%. And I thought to myself, you know what? That's close enough to 30. Let me go ahead and close it. And I put in a limit order, which I canceled. You guys can actually see this order here. I put in this order first thing this morning because I thought I was going to get filled. It was at about $1.40 right there. So I was like, or $1.50. So I was like, cool. I went in 5 cents less. And then when I went in to put in the orders, when I seen the spread was all messed up. So we weren't going to make any money on this. So I said, you know what, let me hold up. But I wasn't able to check it throughout the day. I would have probably closed it by now and then considered re-entering at the end of the day. Let's see what HIMS actually ended up doing for the rest of the day. So yeah, kind of the same situation. It broke the orb and it kept going. So you wait to the end of the day. If you still felt good about the puts, maybe that movement will allow you to even get a little, will allow you to get a little bit closer, or you could just go ahead and double up the contracts from where you were, or you maybe add a few more contracts down where you were if you felt really good about that. So, definitely the management of these things is the most important thing. Now, the last thing we're going to go over that we did yesterday was the straddle play. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at that straddle play. So remember I said $3 away, 3 days out. Okay, so it looks like this position we had gotten in for $1. Oh, sorry, it says current price. What was our price? Average cost when added $1.65. Okay, so you guys can see at about 11:15 today, this position could have been closed for even money. So this was a day where the straddle didn't do that good. It didn't really go parabolic either direction. It was a little slow, but proper management would have allowed you to get out of this. Even a put, you could have closed for the same amount of money. Now let's see what the call did today. All right, now the call. Okay, so the call we had gotten for 76 cents, and at its very high, we had 97 cents here first thing in the morning. You could have closed it. You could have closed it here for 92, or you could have waited to the very end of the day and got yourself almost $1 on that. So, that would have been a nice little, looks like about maybe a 25 to 30% gain on that. And then you would have broke even on the other side. So theoretically, you could have made some money on this. It really is just going to be about the management. How do you know when it's going to turn around? Well, some people use MA crossovers and stuff like that. It's really up to you guys to kind of figure this stuff out. Previous resistance and support lines work really good as places that we think that these things might bounce off of. Stuff like that might give you guys a little bit of a leg up on that. So we're going to go ahead and go in here and we're going to just document that real quick. Now, guys, real quick before I go on, I did want to talk to everybody. I believe that this is going to be the last show for a while at 3 o'clock, and talking about short squeezes, swing trades using insider transactions, and straddle plays the way we've been doing them. I've given you guys the keys and you have everything that you need to be successful doing this. And the reason I feel like I need to back away from this is because of what we've just been talking about, the management of these options. If I'm not able to watch them at the opening bell and I'm not able to manage the things that I have invested invested, because that's real money there, that negative 46%. That's real cash. So if I can't manage my own positions because I'm so involved doing other things, I don't think it's smart to trade that way. And the numbers can tell you the story here. I could have easily been out on MBLY, and I could have easily been back in, and I would have avoided all that loss, and I'd be in a better situation right now. So rather than trying to get back what I lost, any sort of return to the other side would be profit, and it would be a good trade, and I'd be green, 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 green. And if it went parabolic, I would be even better off. So closing these things and then reopening them just makes the most sense to me. So if I can't be here to manage these positions, I can't trade that way. So I'm going to go ahead and log this as a little bit of a win. I think we, maybe won like 10% on this. The straddle wasn't great this time. Guys, spend more time with these straddles. Test the crap out of different economic dates. Test the crap out of different large cap, regular equities. Do the testing, and then eventually you'll find certain earnings plays on certain companies that are always big movers. And if you get a nice straddle real close, you could do very well. So you know, I've given you guys everything, the master class for the shorts, the master class for everything. So moving forward, I think 3:30 p.m. makes sense. I'm just going to come in and sell a credit spread every day that I can sell a credit spread, and I'm going to take this account. We're going to put cash in it real soon, but we're going to double our account every 3 months. Where I'm going to grow personally. I'm going to grow an account from $5,000 to $50,000 within 1 year, and you guys can watch the whole time. I feel very comfortable with the strategy. I don't feel like it adds any pressure, which is why I'm not streaming futures, which is why I'm not streaming at the beginning of the day. It's just adding too much pressure to my trading, and I'm still new to streaming. I'm still new to a lot of the processes. Futures, I've literally just started for the first time a month ago. I've never done it before. So the MA crossover strategy on futures that I'm doing to try to become a funded trader is something I've literally never even done before. So within a month, I've been amazingly successful, but there's not enough consistency for me, and I want to really fine tune my skills. So I'm just going to spend time growing my own personal account, and buying options is great. You can make a lot of money, but if you can't properly manage those options, I think you guys can see pretty clearly that alone will be the nail in the coffin. It doesn't even matter if you finally pick the right option at the right strike at the right time. If you can't manage the back end, you have to be able to be there to see the price action throughout the day and know if you should stay in these things or get back into them. So, it's hard to day trade without being a day trader, right? I think a lot of people are like me, where your schedules are pretty busy and you're doing what you can with what you can. But I mean, when it comes to buying options, it's just one more strike in the wrong direction. It's one more thing stacked against you, right? So selling options to me is a lot easier. It's something we're going to be able to do a little bit less stress, and just kind of just watch our account grow and just enjoy it, right? The losses aren't really losses. The wins are abundant. It's good. It's good stuff, guys. So moving forward, we're just going to go from 3:30 to 4 o'clock. We're going to do the spreads. That being said, we're not doing a spread trade today. And if you guys are watching the masterclass and you're paying attention, you should already know why. We are at all-time high, guys. Same thing as yesterday. Okay, so to break up into this new area, and just look at the rally that we've had for the past couple of days. Really, let's see here. When did all this begin again? So since the 31st. So about 2 weeks now, we've just been on this crazy upswing, but even more dramatically since, let's see here, the 12th. So the past 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 to 5, 4 trading days, we jumped from 537 all the way up to 548. That's almost a 10-point swing, guys. So the option contracts on the high side are confused. The option contracts on the low side are confused. All the prices are going to be different than what you would normally see. Yes, we are starting to get some sideways movement, which we love as option sellers, which is why there is a buddy of mine that I've been talking to, and I did tell him if he wanted to grab one today, I wouldn't be completely opposed, but it's going to come down to getting the levels where you want them, right? If you can't get outside of these major support and resistance lines, or here, I'll just grab this one. If you can't get outside of these major support and resistance lines comfortably, I'm not saying right on the other side of these lines, I'm saying comfortably on the other side of these lines, then you are adding risk to this protocol, to this process, and it's not necessary to be risky when we do this. We want to make as much money as possible. So that being said, if you guys come outside here, come outside here. Personally, I don't do SPY, but same thing with SPX. If you guys just come on the outside of these lines, and you feel pretty good. You use the lines as your stop losses. You use a negative 200, 300% as a stop loss, maybe even 400% if you feel really good about it. And you're already in on the other side. So the other side is going to give you 100%. You already got 100% on your side. Negative 400% is really just negative 2 days. Or one iron condor day. So, as long as you're not blowing multiple winning days, no more than two, then, I'm okay with that as a stop loss. So it's really up to you guys. Be comfortable with that. If you never sold options before, I did an option selling masterclass. It's in the video section. And I think that's going to be it for a while, guys. The straddles are awesome. I'm going to keep testing those. Once I have, enough money into another brokerage where I want to go ahead and just play options. Let's say I, get $3,000 to $5,000 and I just, feel like playing some options. We're going to get back into that. I actually have a few more strategies I haven't told you guys about, like some beginning of the day strategies when it comes to option volume, right? You can see like if there's a bunch of call volume or if there's a bunch of put volume, you can see those on certain websites, and then you can go and look at the price and see if the price is dumping or shooting up, and know that that volume is going to propel it and make it even more of a dramatic move. And that's something as an options trader that you can cash in on, and you get yourself a nice scalp on that. I was running that from 10 a.m. to like 10:30 every morning. There's an opening, a 9:30 bell strategy when it comes to stuff that's short squeeze that just starts dumping right off the bat. There's definitely some fun options plays that you can get into, but without knowing how or not having the time to manage them, you are going to lose way more than you're going to win. So me moving forward, I'm going to put buying options on the back burner. I'm going to put most of everything on the back burner right now, because the most important thing for me is to go ahead, because I do have a paid account with one of these prop firms. I want to pass my evaluation. I want to get funded, and then I want to multiply that account and copy trade to multiple accounts. So the account that I'm only getting $200 a day on, I can copy trade to 5 different accounts, and I can start making $1,000 a day. Makes sense? So if that's going to be a viable thing that I can do to produce income while I'm going to be a day trader, awesome. And that's what I want to do right now. So I'm going to put in all of my eggs in that basket, other than a little bit of this credit spread. I don't know if you guys were here the other day, but I'm actually going to be putting my own cash down. I've decided today I'm just going to go ahead and put $5,000 into credit spreads, and just gonna, like I said, make it grow. We're going to take $5,000. We're going to take it all the way to $50,000 within 1 year, and we're going to do that here live on Tradecaster every single day at 3:30. So I hope you guys come back. I hope you guys keep watching me. I'm sorry I've switched it up a little bit on everybody lately. If you guys really want to spend some time talking to me about any of this stuff, just come to my Discord. I have it for free, obviously. It's in my Twitter. Go to my Twitter, and it says Discord right on the top. It should be a link. You just click the link, and it bring you right into my Discord. And we can talk about stocks. We can talk about any of these processes, anything that you guys know about and you want to share with me. I love to hear about new stuff. I love to get new ideas, but I'm really glad I did these video series so that way I can go back and touch base on some of this, but for right now, I'm just really going to go ahead and grow that futures account. So guys, I want to thank you for being here with me. We're going to cut this one short today. Come back tomorrow at 3:30. As long as we continue this sideways movement, or even if we start coming down a little bit, I feel really good about the value of the options coming back and it being back to normal a little bit. So just give it a chance to get out of like the crazy parabolic stuff that it's been doing lately. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get right back to spreading. We'll keep paper trading until I have the cash. I'll have the cash in about a month, maybe 45 days at the most, and we're gonna have some fun. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we will definitely see you on the flip side.